first thing you're going to do as a user is log into your account. And the first page that you're going to see if you're a completely new user and just creating your account is not this page. You'll actually be brought to connect a social account first. But if you already have an account, when you log in, the first thing you'll see is this page, the calendar dashboard. Let's go down to the bottom right again. Press New Post. And here, we'll go over here and select the social profile that we want to post on. So let's go to the YouTube account that we just connected. And then we're going to have a few different values we have to fill out. So the first value, the most important one, is the media or content that we're going to upload. So we have a couple different options for this. You can either upload a file directly from your computer files or your phone files, or you can import it from our built-in media library. This is really the area where you can pre-upload a bunch of different videos or images, whatever you want. You can upload it to this library, and then when you're going to create a post to be scheduled, you can instantly upload it from this library instead of having to wait several minutes to upload a larger file. So we also offer bulk uploads here, where you'll be able to upload multiple media at a time. So you can just upload everything at once, wait a bit, and then you can create all your posts in one setting instead of having to wait every single time. So let's go over here. Let's select this piece to upload to our YouTube, and then the other values we have to fill out is our caption. You can see there's this number down here. This is the character limit that YouTube allows, that YouTube allows us to write as a caption or description. And each type of social platform will have their own type of limit. So Instagram 2,200, and Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. So let's put a description here. And then also, we will have social platform specific options. So for YouTube, it's video title, public or private, tags, embeddable, pings, any other settings we have, etc. So let's put a specific title here. And then you can see on the right side of the page over here is bringing up a preview of what the post is actually going to look like when it's going to be posted to YouTube. And then finally, the last step we have to take is scheduling a date and time for the content to be posted to YouTube. So let's click the 10th. Let's click the 6 p.m. at 6:30. And then all we have to do is click Schedule Post, and now it's ready to be published. So we can see it's scheduled for tomorrow on the calendar here. If we want to change the date that it's going to be posted on, we can just drag and drop the post across the calendar. And if we want to edit the content or edit the specific time, we can just click on the icon over here and edit any of the information. And then after that, let's move on here to let's move on to comments real quick. So let's check comments. So the comment box is really where you'll be able to manage any comments being posted on any of your socials. So how it's going to work is that you'll have if you have a comment that you haven't replied to before on a post that you've posted through ExpediteSocial, then you'll be able to it'll appear basically in this inbox, and you'll be able to reply to it. And then any comments that you've already replied to, it'll go into this replied section. So and you'll basically be able to see the string of comments that are built underneath that original comment. You'll also be able to pop it out onto the actual Instagram website, so you can see how it looks on the actual page. There's also the account filter here, so you can filter which account you're looking at if you want to manage specific posts from a specific account. And then, so related to this, we have the social inbox. This is where you'll be able to manage all your DMs for any accounts you have, and you're also able to to search by account or search by specific conversation with a specific account. There are a couple limitations to this on the platform side of things. So if you have, so for for a direct message to appear in your inbox, a user first has to message you. So that usually shouldn't be an issue, because if you have any people outreaching to you, if you have any people reaching out for support, they'll usually be messaging you first. The other thing is that if a chat is more than 7 days old, these Instagram and Facebook do not allow you to reply to these messages. So just make sure that if you're planning to upkeep a chat, just make sure that you've messaged them within the past 7 days through this. And then following this, let's move on to some analytics. So analytics over here, this is where you'll be able to see all the metrics for your social accounts. You can filter by which social account you want to see, and then you can also filter by date over here. Click on some dates. You'll be able to see the numerical statistics on the top over here summarized. You'll also be able to see them in graphical form if you scroll down a bit. You'll be able to download each statistical metric if you want to see it in PDF form, soon to be CSV as well, or if you want to send it to a client or something for review. And then following analytics, let's move on to an agency feature over here. Let's go to team management. So team management, there are a bunch of different use cases for this. If you have a specific team of content creators that you want to be accessing specific social accounts, you can sign them there. Or if you have a bunch of different brands or clients that you're managing, you can create a different team for each one of them, and then you can assign specific content creators or team managers to them, so they can all collaborate together. So to create a team, we'll first go to here. We'll enter the team name. We'll assign which social accounts we want to connect, or we want that team to be able to access. We'll give it a name, new team, and then we'll also select who's managing that team, who's in charge of that team. And we'll go into how to create a manager in a second. And we'll finally add a team description. And then click add, and we can see it appear over here. If we open it up, we can see which account it has under it, and then also who's it's managed by. So then let's go into the different types of user accounts we have. So first up, we have managers. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's the managers of the team, basically the team admin. To add a manager, this is really the same process to add any user, but you'll go over here, you click manager, you'll input their name and input their email, and then you'll assign which team they're on. And basically what happens after you press add is that the email you send here, so your team member's email, they'll get they'll get an email on their email that basically looks something like this, and it'll give them a username, which will be their email, and then also passcode that they can input into ExpediteSocial after logging in to activate their manager member account. And it'll be the same flow for each of these types of accounts, manager members or clients. So then the distinction between these types of users is the permissions they have. So for managers, you can edit their permissions. By default, they come with the ability to add social accounts and view analytics and all that. But you can also edit a couple permissions to see if they can manage other members on a team, or review posts before they're posted. Then for members, their permissions, you can edit them here. You can see if they can edit the social inbox, schedule posts, access the content library, etc., etc. And then also for client accounts over here, you can also edit similar permissions. So with that, the other feature of team management is the post review section, or the activity section. So let's move on to activities over here on the left, and then here's where we will be able to review any posts that have, or pieces of content that have been drafted by a member account. So basically, if you're a client or if you're a team manager, and one of your team members creates a draft of a post before it actually is authorized to get scheduled to be published later on, either you or the client would either approve or reject the post. So over here, we have the option to do either one, and then we also have to provide a reason when we reject it. So let's call it that post, and then over here we'll be able to see all the posts that have been rejected, and then also the reason and who reviewed it. And also be labeled with the tags.